the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all year. Make it to the playoffs. Everybody has a shot. And we're about to kick this thing off and get rolling.
The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wildcard Weekend. And off we go here on this Saturday. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
The second down throw is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here we go. Right.
Fields from the gun on third down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he gets this up close to the 40. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Second down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
All right.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now Achane finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wildcard Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Off the play action, here's Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Do it.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go, son.
Throwing is Fields. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, and now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
A pass taken in by Harris. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. Good night.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 7-0. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Back to the end zone. He's good. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On the return, Malik Washington. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. His throw right side is caught by Hill. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. And he'll have an offense 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
43-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Hey, that's it.
Off play action, it's Tua. He throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
3rd and long.
44, ready.
A shotgun snap to Tua. That one intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. And he can't run through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Fields. Throw on the run is complete. It'll be a pickup 10. That's a Steeler 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And I don't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9.
Here we go. Yeah.
Fields. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Second and long. Back to throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will get out in front 17. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back to the battle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed. Like, the opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't. Down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They're right here.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Whoa. Ready.
Tua to throw again. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. That's going to set up third down. Again, it's Tua. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, like where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Tagovailoa. That's taken in. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Here's H.A. And he's in. Devon H.A. Touchdown, Dolphins.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10.
Here we go. Jack.
Fields to throw. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. All right.
Throwing again. Fields on second and 10. That one caught by Wilson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first of 2 on this Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you two in just a minute. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans squaring off against the Houston Texans. It was a strong first half for Steelers quarterback Justin Fields. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Washington now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Achan. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So on 4th down, Jake Berry to punt for the Dolphins. To return, Khalil Shakir. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll come up here 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Go. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Tua, give it to Achan, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. A run with the fullback in goal. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run the sneak. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. To the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll be second down. The middle with Achane, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. From the gun, here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the... The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Oh.
Now, field pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here we go. Do it.
A run with Harris. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go, Scott.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot. But that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on... They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Check.
On the give, it's Harris. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 44-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Scott. Right.
Play action now for Fields. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but
Pass
no
interference.
doubt there
Defense.
was contact there.
Automatic first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1.
Don't jump. Ready? Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a three-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Fields now on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The Dolphins offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. They'll run with H. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll stay on the ground with H. That one never got started. Defense is pressured too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Tua. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on
delay
time.
of game, offense. Still 1st down. Here we go, set.
Now this looks like a design run. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Give him 16 there. And a 1st down.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's H. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground. But what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's the...
Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This kick is fielded in the end zone. No move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Long running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Good night.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Harris. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. In the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll run. They face 2nd down and 7. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to 2. That's taken in by Achane. It is 2nd down and 5. Here's 2. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. And that will be the dagger. It's intercepted.